You're watching News 54.
Our universities and colleges and TVET institutions have places for all candidates. All these institutions have disclosed their capacities of enrollment ahead of selection exercise of 2020 KCSE examination candidates, which I have instructed that should start immediately. That instruction is on behalf of none other than His Excellency the President. The placement service is engaging with the higher education regulatory bodies, Commission for University Education, the Technical and Vocational Education and Training Authority, TVETA, to ensure that all institutions are prepared to enroll these candidates. This is in line with the Ministry of Education's goal of providing fair and balanced access to quality and relevant higher education and training, and His Excellency the President's policy of 100% transition. I have directed the COOPs to ensure proper public mobilization and communication to campaigns are put in place to ensure that all interested candidates apply to colleges and TVET institutions of their choice. As you are aware, the government of the Republic of Kenya will pay for these children, and they will also be available to get help loans. I therefore wish to declare that all candidates who have sat these 2020 examinations have the ability to progress to other levels under the government's plan of zero wastage, 100%. This explains why the government of His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta has spent enormous resources to expand the TVET sector. Let me also re-emphasize that the government has been paying for our children in private universities the same amount that they pay to public universities. And because we want every child to have access, this is going to continue. For instance, the number of TTIs in each constituency has grown from 52 in 2013 to 233 in 2021. Out of the 233 TTIs, 52 are fully operational, 140 have been built, equipped, staffed, and operationalized, 4 of them catering specifically for children with disabilities, and 41 are undergoing construction. And I hope that by the grace and mercy of God, Mwakima, you are here, this is one of the things that you must finish so that they are operationalized this year. In bid to make up for the time that was lost during the prolonged closure last year, we deliberately created a tight academic calendar that enables us to accelerate completion of school terms. Schools that have opened for 2020 third term today are expected to close on the 10th of July and proceed on a week-long holiday, and then, and only then, shall we start a new year. That new year, ladies and gentlemen, entails the rollout of CBC Grade 5. And for the avoidance of doubt, we shall all roll out Grade 5 together, whether we are in private school or public school. Like I said the other time, there's only one government. Upshot of this accelerated calendar will be that we'll have 5 examinations this year. The 2021 KCPE and KCSE will be held in March 2022. So the members of the media should stop labeling the examination we are releasing as 2021. That examination is being set now. The one that is being released is 2020. So even as you go ahead and discuss this, it is for the year which has not ended, which is 2020, which will end in July. In December 2022, we will administer another examination. Hopefully I will not be there, but we shall have planned for everything, so that whoever is going to take over from us should have a seamless effort. We had tried to avoid this, but I think since it is one country, and we must remember that the world is a stage, and when you are given a job, you don't get attached to it. You just do what you have to do and ensure that when you leave, whoever takes over can proceed on from there. That is the year that in December next year, that will be the year that we shall do the first grade 6 summative examination. As we are aware, His Excellency the President has sworn in a permanent secretary specifically to midwife the competency-based curriculum changes, the CBC, which basically means that this will be done without impediment. After looking at the impressive results that have been posted by our 2020 candidates and taking into account the most trying environment in which they prepared for this examination, I am compelled to describe this show in one apt sentence. Their battle was fought with resilience and ended with grace. Indeed, these candidates navigated one challenge after another that has now left us, all of us, with mirthful faces. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our God to thank for all these blessings of success and wonderful children who have defied the COVID-19 pandemic to shine in their examinations. We also have God to thank for giving us a wonderful and wise His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has invested a lot in the education sector and has given us all the support, both politically and professionally, through his leadership. The President's guidance over the past 1 year, as we sought to reorganize the academic calendar to ensure that candidates sat the national examinations on time, was not only first class, but most appreciated and cannot be taken for granted, because we had so many experts from all parts of Kenya who knew better. But His Excellency the President was bold enough to open the schools, and today we are celebrating these results. I cannot forget my cabinet colleagues, Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i, in charge of the Ministry of Interior and Coordination of National Government, and Joe Mucheru, in charge of ICT, Youth Innovation and Youth Affairs. The three of us have effectively coordinated a multi-agency examination monitoring team that has, over the last 5 years, run a credible examination system which is result-based. I also wish to thank all school teachers, led by the Commission CEO, Dr. Nancy Njeri Macharia, for working tirelessly during this period, and wish also to extend this thank you to all the NEC council members and NEC staff, because they know how we have been working, especially over the last 3 days, where we did not have comfort of resting at night. Thanks to the well-coordinated education sector, the 2020 candidates whose results we are releasing today can now join TVET institutions, TTCs, medical training institutions, and universities at exactly the same time they have done, the effects of COVID-19 notwithstanding. This way, we have managed to release the candidates to higher institutions of learning on time. I assure all the KCSE candidates who will receive their results today that they all have a better future, one full of hope and shorn of despair. All candidates have a place in our education story. I want to repeat that all candidates have a place in our education story. Our government has ensured that every child in our country has a place to pursue a career, and everyone deserves a chance, and that chance shall be given. We believe that there is no insignificant child, and that no insignificant child has been born in our country, and we must not leave any learner behind. The government has a duty to nurture each of these learners to pursue their dreams, regardless of how low they start to the very top of the academic ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe in this dream which indeed is what our competency-based curriculum is all about. I am therefore proud to announce that we have created opportunities for academic progression for all the 747,171 who sat the 2020 KCSE exam.